Hello students, myself Rakesh Misra. This is a part of cytology and very important topic, that is nucleus. As you all know, nucleus found at the center of each cells, whether the prokaryotic or eukaryotic. But the major difference or basic difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic nucleus is the prokaryotic nucleus without the nuclear membrane, while the eukaryotic nucleus having the nuclear membrane. So the prokaryotic nucleus are primitive type of nucleus and eukaryotic nucleus are true type of nucleus. Here I am going to talk about the eukaryotic nucleus. First of all, the nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown. In 1831 from orchid root. He saw a very densely packed structure at the center of each cells in orchid roots, and later they are named as nucleus. So who discovered the nucleus? Robert Brown. Now back to the important features regarding the nucleus. Nucleus in prokaryote without nuclear membrane, while in eukaryote having the nuclear membrane. In prokaryote without nuclear membrane, in eukaryote with nuclear membrane. That is the key difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic nucleus. In plants, the nucleus are shifted toward the peripheral region, slightly shifted toward the peripheral region because of having the food vacuoles. रीजन कभी कोई पूछता है कि प्लांट्स में क्यों न्यूक्लियस शिफ्ट होता है थोड़ा सा सेंटर से. इन प्लांट्स स्लाइटली shifted towards peripheral region, towards the peripheral region, while in animal at the center. In animal, the nucleus always found at the center because of having very least size of the food vacuoles. Now next is features point 4. Some cells of organisms possess single nucleus. Some cells of organisms possess two nucleus. Some are multinucleated and some are anucleated without any nucleus. So let us talk about the nucleus, number of nucleus. Some possess uninucleated. Example: human being, amoeba, etc. Some are binucleated. The example of binucleated cells are paramecium. Paramecium possesses the two numbers of nucleus. That is, the number of nucleus in paramecium is 2. Some are multinucleated. Example: the muscle cell. The muscle cells possess many nucleus, and some do not have any nucleus. Some are anucleated. Anucleated example: Sheep's tube and RBC of mammal. RBC of mammals without any nucleus. These are the different features of nucleus. Now back to the structure of nucleus. This is very important points regarding features of nucleus. I hope you can do it. Now back to the structure of nucleus. Now the structure of nucleus. Here you can draw the nucleus very easily. This is a simple diagram of nucleus. Inside the nucleus, the jelly mass are filled, that is known as the nucleoplasm. that may be defined as the matrix of nucleus. Matrix of nucleus. Now the important structure inside the nucleoplasm is the nucleolus. In some place the very special but the densely packed structure can be seen. That is known as the nucleolus. Nucleolus. Nucleolus is the singular, but the plural of nucleolus is nucleoli. Plural. And it is the special part of a special place of nucleoplasm where the process of transcription occurs. The special place of nucleoplasm where transcription occurs. Actually, the process of transcription is not in the syllabus of class 11th or 9th, but keep in mind, let us aware you the process by which DNA convert into RNA. There is a known as transcription. So what happens in transcription? The DNA convert into RNA. The process is known as transcription. बस इतना आप दिमाग में रखिए. विदाउट RNA there is not possible of the synthesis of protein. Synthesis protein नहीं होगा तो बॉडी की एग्जिस्टेंस खत्म हो जाएगी. ठीक है. तो ये ट्रांसक्रिप्शन क्या होता है? डीएनए होता है सेंटर में, न्यूक्लियस में, और डीएनए से आरएनए बनता है. ठीक है. और आरएनए के बाद प्रोटीन बनता है साइटोप्लाज्म में. डीएनए से आरएनए कहाँ बनता है? न्यूक्लियस में बनता है. यानी ट्रांसक्रिप्शन प्रोसेस अगर पूछे तो होता कहाँ है? न्यूक्लियस में. ठीक है. आते नेक्स्ट. द थ्रेड लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. Several thread-like structure can be seen. That thread-like structure is known as chromatin thread. Chromatin thread. This is the chromatin thread. And why it called chromatin thread? Actually, it was discovered by the Fleming. It was discovered by the Fleming. And why it called chromatin thread? Because it gives chromos, means it gives color, and thread, the fiber of thread-like structure. It is the fiber-like structure that is scattered throughout the nucleus, and it gives color. Color gives with fluogen. Fluogen is a strain. Fluogen is the pigments by which the chromatin threads gives specific color, so that the chromatin threads are so called. ठीक है. ये कलर देता है इसलिए इसको बोलते हैं chromatin threads. It is made up by DNA and protein. chromatin thread किससे मिलकर बना होता है? DNA और प्रोटीन से. कौन से प्रोटीन से? प्रोटीन स्पेशली द हिस्टोन प्रोटीन. हिस्टोन प्रोटीन. कौन से प्रोटीन से मिलकर बना होता है? हिस्टोन. नाम भी सुन लो. डीएनए तो जानते हैं सब लोग. हिस्टोन प्रोटीन. ठीक है. और कैसे वो होता है? जैसे बीड्स ऑन स्ट्रिंग, जैसे मोती और माला होता है वैसे होता है प्रोटीन का स्ट्रक्चर क्रोमैटिन थ्रेड्स. ये है क्रोमैटिन थ्रेड्स, और इसी में जगह जगह क्या होगा? प्रोटीन होगा. इसको बोलेंगे हिस्टोन. ये क्या दिख रहा है? हिस्टोन. और ये क्या है? क्रोमैटिन. Listen. The chromatin threads at the time of cell division become densely packed to form chromosomes. ये cell division के टाइम क्या बनाता है? क्रोमोसोम. At the time of cell division, it form chromosome. ये सेल डिवीजन के टाइम क्या बनाता है? क्रोमोसोम्स. By densely packed form. खूब डेंसली पैक्ड हो जाएगा तब बनाएगा क्रोमोसोम्स. ठीक है. तो ये कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें थी. The membrane are actually two types. There are two types of membrane found in the nucleus. The inner membrane toward the nucleoplasm and outer membrane toward the cytoplasm. So let us draw the outer membrane. This is the inner membrane. Inner nuclear membrane towards the nucleoplasm, and this one is the outer nuclear membrane. It is towards the cytoplasm. So these are the two different membranes, and the gap between two different membranes are known as the perinuclear space or the nuclear space. That is known as the internuclear space, and it is about 10 nanometer to 50 nanometer. The space, nuclear space, nuclear intermembranal space known as the 10 nanometer to 15 nanometer. It is known as the intermembranal space. Intermembranal space, and this space is the gap between two different nuclear wall or two different nuclear membrane. So these are the important structure of nucleus, and as you all know, the outer nucleus, that is the outer part of nuclear membrane, is surrounded by many of the endoplasmic reticulum. That is, endoplasmic reticulum are the characteristics of outer layer of nucleus. Listen, this is the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. So these are the complete structure of nucleus, and I think you can do it without any problems and without any hesitations. You can draw and you can also label correctly with the different kinds of labeling of diagram, different parts of nucleus. I think you can do it. Now back to the chromosomes. What happened in the chromatin threads densely packed? There will be very special structure known as chromosomes. First of all, you need to take the screenshot for the particular labeling and for the particular cell organelles related to the nucleus. So now back to the chromosomes. Now the structure of chromosome. This is very important. Listen, as you all know, the nucleus possesses many thread-like structure at the center. Many thread-like structure, that is known as the chromatin thread. Chromatin thread. And at the beginning of this video, I have discussed the chromatin threads are made up by the histone protein and the DNA. Keep in mind. Later I will explain in class 11th about the histone protein and function of DNA along with histone protein and their discovery and packaging. But keep in mind, DNA in our body, in our each cell, in the 23 pairs of chromosomes, there are about 2.2 meter long DNA in a single nucleus. That is, the overall diameter of nucleus is 10 raised minus 6 meter, but in the 10 raised minus 6 very little area of nucleus, the DNA length about 2.2 meter long. How the DNA actually available inside the nucleus? Because of having many densely packed structure, that is known as the chromosomes. And one more thing I have forget to mention in the diagram of nucleus, the nuclear core. the nuclear pore. And with the help of the nuclear pore, the genetic material, that is DNA, relay the RNA into the cytoplasm, and later the protein will be turned back into the nucleus. It means this helps to carry the essential material, that is the genetic material and protein, from nucleoplasm to cytoplasm, and from cytoplasm to nucleoplasm. So the important thing you should also mention in your copy with the diagram of nucleus, that is the nucleopore or nuclear pore. That pore help to exchange the essential substances between the nucleus to the cytoplasm. Now back to the what about the chromatin threads. Actually Waldeyer, a scientist who discovered the chromosome, found the at the time of cell division, the chromatin threads become densely packed to form the X-shaped structure, somehow the Y-shaped or X-shaped structure. That structure are actually seen as the at the time of the cell division only. That structure later termed as the chromosomes. As per the color giving properties of chromatin threads, the densely packed structure are known as the chromosomes. Chromos means the color and soma means the body. It forms the densely packed body like structure, there is known as the chromosome. So let us talk about the discovery. The chromosome was discovered by Waldeyer. Now back to the chromatin thread. What happened for the chromatin thread? Listen. Chromatin threads at the time of cell division, chromatin thread at the time of cell division form a densely packed structure called chromosome. So one thing is clear, that chromosome cannot be seen all time in the cell, in the nucleus. Chromosome can be seen only during the time of cell division. So you should mind it. The chromosome can be seen during the at the time of cell division, during cell division. So here what happened when the chromatin threads become densely packed. Listen, suppose that this one is the chromatin threads and it become densely packed, that form the very special structure that is known as the chromosome. This form the densely packed structure that form the chromosome. Listen. Here after the densely packed, after the packing, the envelope form around the each layers, around the each side of chromosomes. That envelope is known as pellicle. That envelope is known as pellicle. And there is a constriction. Some part of chromosomes become separate out from its actual portion. ये देखो इससे थोड़ा सा सेपरेट हो गया. That is known as satellite chromosomes. It do not gives any color and that do not participate as a genetic information or in the protein synthesis. So this is known as the satellite chromosomes. You should draw it. So these are the important characteristics of chromosomes. At the center part, the middle part of chromosomes is known as centromere, that consists the very sticky substances that is known as the kinetochore. Actually this is the two body of chromosomes. The two body of chromosomes, each can be separate out. ये दो chromosomes आपस में चिपके हुए, ठीक है? The densely packed structure at the center part, that is known as the kinetochore. Listen carefully. This is the densely packed proteinous structure that is known as the kinetochore. So let us label the diagram of chromosomes. This is the densely packed chromatin densely packed chromatin. This central part is known as the centromere. Centromere. And this proteinous substance is known as kinetochore. Kinetochore. And the layer is known as pellicle layer. Pellicle layer. This all about participate in the protein synthesis as well as the carrying of essential genetic information. But this constricted part, that is the non-staining substances, non-stained part of chromosomes, do not participate in protein synthesis as well as the carrying the genetic information. This is known as the satellite chromosome. Satellite chromosome. So what is satellite chromosome? The constricted non-genetic parts of chromosome called satellite chromosome. So this is all about the structure of chromosomes. Now back to the types of chromosomes on the basis of position of centromere. Now the chromosome on the basis of position of centromere. On the basis of position of centromere, chromosomes will be metacentric, submetacentric, heterocentric and telocentric. This one is the metacentric, in which the chromosome, the centromere at the center. Centromere at the center. It means, suppose that this one is the chromosome, one chromosome, and this one is another chromosome. The chromosome, the centromere will be at the center. Listen, this is the submetacentric, in which chromosomes slightly away from the center. The centromere slightly away from the center. It means, suppose that this is the one chromosome and this is another chromosome and this is the position of central part, then the centromere are slightly turned towards either upper or lower portion. It means it will not at the center. It is slightly turned toward the away from the center parts. Now back to the third one, that is the heterocentric. Centromere nearly at the terminal end. पूरी तरह से टर्मिनल एंड पे नहीं, लेकिन नियरली कहाँ पहुंच गए हैं? टर्मिनल एंड पे. सपोज दैट this one is the one segment and this is another segment of chromosomes, then centromeres will actually nearly to the terminal ends. ठीक है, एक थोड़ा सा टर्मिनल एंड्स पे पहुंच गए और इसमें शॉर्ट आर्म बनता है. इसमें क्या बनता है? शॉर्ट आर्म. और इन दोनों में क्या बनता था अभी? लॉन्ग आर्म. ठीक है, इसमें लॉन्ग आर्म नहीं रहा, दैट इज पार्शियल लॉन्ग और ये शॉर्ट आर्म बनता है. शॉर्ट आर्म जैसे इसमें भी बनता है. ठीक है, अब ये क्या है? टीलोसेंट्रिक. टीलोसेंट्रिक का डेफिनेशन यहाँ पे लिख रहा है, when centromere at the terminal end. The centromere terminal end होगा तो इसका डायग्राम कैसे बनेगा? Suppose that the one part of chromosome and this is the another part of chromosomes, then the centromere will be at the terminal. These are the different form of chromosomes. Even when you are going to draw the different types of chromosomes, you should also clear your concept what is the meaning of the metacentric, submetacentric, heterocentric and telocentric. I hope your concept regarding the nucleus and the chromosomes and their different types is clear. This is the last video lecture for the cell, the unit of life, that is chapter 8. In next video lecture I will begin the chapter 10 that is related to the cell division, because biomolecules is chapter 9, that is actually very complicated and not related to the cells. In next few lecture I will begin the cell division. Just after the cell, the concept of cell division will actually very easier to understand. Hope your notes according to video lecture for the chromosomes, for the nucleus is actually continued, and hope your notes should be neat and clean. Thank you.